chance for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. There's a great sense of excitement emanating from this great stadium in the north of Rome. It is intriguing, charming, truly exciting. It is time for them to cross swords again. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Defending of the desperate variety. Aim forwards. Brilliantly cut out. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Cuts out the pass. Knocks it out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, it's played into the area. That has been knocked clear. Looking to break at pace. Moved on forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. And back to the keeper they go. Driven forward. Out to the right. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well timed, excellent interception. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Up towards the front line. And it's played forward. Can he finish? Oh, they could be caught out here. It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And a chance! And it's hoisted clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's a nice ball. And that has been clubbed away. Aim forwards. Spread out to the left. Chance here to counter. Out to the left it goes. Very nicely done. Plenty waiting in the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Over to the left. Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. Now that's well seen too. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's an excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
China clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aim forwards. That has been knocked clear. Decent progress down the left. Played into the middle. And out it comes again. And it's played forward. And he's cut it out. And he's heaved it away. That's a look and plays it forward. Clears it away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. There are a few waiting for it. Cross goes in there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. So it is still 0-0. And that was very necessary. Clipped into space. Danger averted for now. That has found him in acres of space. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Quality ball. And that is out of play. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Oh, good spread. And that is a little undercooked. That's been drilled forward. He has found the way through. He tries a shot! Goal! China! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
China have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Could move up a gear here. Oh, such a clever touch. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And he's there to clear it. Picks it up out wide. That's a super give and go. Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the volley.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it. China have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's picked out the run.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Clearly not happy with that. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gets it away. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And the counter is on. That has been cut short. Aim forwards. That has been knocked clear. Oh, can he get onto this? Moved on forwards. And they've got rid. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's an imaginative pass. It's come to nothing. And it's played forward. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. That's a little off target. Hit into the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a throw. Oh, good spread. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, red, nice interception. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's a lovely, neat pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And now the breakaway. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Moved on forwards. That pass has been well intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Aimed in towards the centre. And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Defending of the desperate variety. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Moved on forwards. There's no flag. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, they can break here. Nice control. Now then, the ball's come loose. So what can they make of this? Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Aim forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. China disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And that's really well manoeuvred. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Spread out to the left. Hit into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It'll be a throw-in. Caresses it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Aim forwards. China couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That is a brilliant interception. Moved on forwards. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. And that's a good intervention. And it's played forward. Clears it away. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're underway again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great work on the overlap. Oh, sweet feet. Out to the left it goes. That is lovely. That's a date. And the shot! Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's put paid to a promising move. That's really well manoeuvred. And they win it back again. Driven forward. Well read, nice interception. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Muscular approach does pay off here. And here's the chance to counter. And he's surging through. Oh, that's neat. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
This was all about good movement in the box just to allow him to get to it.
The cross comes in. And that's not going to find its target. Played out wide. A chance to play it in. Turns and goes back. And can he finish it? Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's played forward. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Aim forwards, is onto it in a flash. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he latch onto this? chance, surely! Ambitious ball here. And that's been won straight back. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now here's the delivery. And back out it comes. Oh, that's nice. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. That's good play. And they can counter here. Plays it through. Calmly anticipates. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's a corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a good ball. Cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Moved on forwards. And they're not going to make any further progress now. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, he's one of these players, Peter, who plays the percentage game. If you keep playing him in, something's bound to happen.
Out to the right. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's hoisted clear. Shoots! That's really well manoeuvred. Nice physical challenge. Oh, nice touch. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Time for a change in personnel. Clears it away. Hangs in across. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's hoisted clear. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, good spread.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's found a way through. They get a throw in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Aim forwards. It's a throw in. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Lovely bit of skill. Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Proves too strong. Moved on forwards. Up towards the front line. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's onto it in a flash. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
He is through here. Spread out to the left. That's tidy. Gets into some space. And he thumps it clear. In a dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That's not going far. Oh, it's come loose. Aim forwards. Cuts out the pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has been knocked clear. Have it back and can go again. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's played forward. Played out to the right. Chooses to go back. Out to the right. Delivered across. And that has been cleared. It's anyone's ball now. He's having a shot! Good first touch at almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And the shot! It's there!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. He's onto it in a flash.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the ball's come loose here. Can he deliver? And that's aimed into the middle.
China really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's just beyond his reach.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Aim forwards. This is it then, now or never. Out towards the flank. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, he's in! Cross in, looks like a good one.
China clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Moved on forwards. And it's played forward.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tries a deft little ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Aim forwards.
China clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Chance here to counter. And he'll shoot here! Oh, could be danger here. Lofted upfield.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Flashes it, climbs up big! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Just 5 minutes left. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
They are right into last chance territory.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Moved on forwards. Cleared away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's being urged to shoot. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aim forwards. Oh, good spread. Has a look and plays it forward. Does really well to win the ball there. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played down the flank. Needs a quality cross. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Flings in a... Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That's very neat. Here's the chance to cross. Played out to the right. Takes aim and crosses.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Tries to dink it through. Tries to get it clear. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So, the second man in line.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
The third man in the queue. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
This then to level matters. And he puts it away.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
He must, but can he? What poise! What noise!
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
And that has lifted the roof! So after a gruelling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Ui, как жизнь? Не стесняйтесь спрашивать меня обо всем, что у вас на уме. Я готов ко всему. Эй, как жизнь?
Привет.
Привет. Эй, я готов приступ.
Эй, приятно познакомиться.